president of the Ethics Playbook Committee. Just wanted to give you a quick overview of how to navigate Playbook and how to access it. So from the wiki page, you can access it using the links here. We have Ethics or Berry alumni links, and those both get you to the same place. Both manuals are the same now. Berry and Ethics alumni are now using the same playbook. There's also some links to the ENC News, which is some of our playbook committee members are part of this group, and they do some of the news channel videos to roll out some of the SOPs. So there's 2 of those are there. Also the video you're watching now, and a little bit more information on how to playbook, just a fun video that was created after the merger. All of the best practices will be listed here. All the updates will be listed here, I should say. And these are also on Playbook SOP 999, which is listed on here. If you scroll down through all these different updates, so these are all the updates that come through the communications email. We also have a little bit more information on how to navigate through Playbook. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. And as well as a list of the current Playbook committee members. So there's quite a few new members that have joined. And then there's another little piece here on how to access Playbook that you can view as well if you like. There's a lot of different tools. So in addition to using the wiki page to access Playbook, you can actually also go to eConnect or Insight. First thing I'll do is show you where it is on eConnect. So there's a button at the top that says Playbook. Open it that way. Or there's a link on Insight as well, and I'll get you to the same place. Now, as far as navigating, once you're in, Playbook can be accessed a couple of different ways. Usually when we communicate something, we use an SOP number, and we do this because it's actually meant to be a guide, sort of like an index, used as an index. So, for example, if something came out regarding SOP 520, for example, you would scroll down here, go to 520, and you don't need to click on the box. All you need to do is click on the link, and that will open it up for you. That's the easiest way to get to an SOP if you already know the number. You can use your back button. Your back button will get you all the way back to the directory. While we're in the directory, I want to show you something else. So they are numerical in order by number, obviously. If you want to sort by title name, you can as well. If you click on the title, it will go alphabetical. If you click again, it will go backwards. And you click one time, it goes back to the way it was. If you want to go back to numerical, just hit the standard column, and it will go back in order by number. You can also search by the name or a keyword. However, if you're going to use more than one word, you do need to use quotes. So if you were just going to use transfer, you could just type in transfer, and it would give you all of the SOPs that include the word transfer. You'll notice that some SOPs will be in more than one manual. And the reason we've done that is broken them up into leasing, management, and maintenance. However, when somebody first starts, we don't want them to have to read the whole entire manual, especially if it's a maintenance team member. We want to make sure that they're only concentrating on the maintenance SOPs rather than having to read the entire manual. Same for leasing agents. That way they can just review the leasing manual and not have to read all 3 of the manuals. So if I wanted to check, search for something with more than one word, I would use quotes around the word and then hit search. The problem, as you can see, is you have to be very, very specific. So using just the word transfer probably would get you better, get you there. But again, so the reason we use the numbers is that it's much easier to find things using the SOP. number. So when we communicate something, we just give you the number. You cannot, however, type in SOP 505 or just the number. It won't search that way. So you do have to either use keywords or have the number and use the manual itself. When you are in the manual, for example, if you want to read the management manual from front to back for some reason, you could go ahead and click on the first SOP. This one actually shows you the layout. So most of them have a statement. Some will have policies, but not all of them. So as far as policies, these would only be things that we have to do. They're legal things or things that we can always do. We're very comfortable that we can always be able to perform those. There is a liability if we have a policy that isn't followed 100% of the time, so we're very careful in what we actually write as a policy. So most of these will be best practices unless there's some legal reason or some other requirement by the state or city. Then you're going to see action items most likely. Most of them do have action items, and then below that, notes, materials, and attachments. So basically anything in the SOP that is blue and underlined is either a link or an attachment. So see at the bottom here, there's attachments from this SOP, and open that. And it's the Welcome to Playbook and tells you a little bit more about Playbook. So if you wanted to go to the next SOP rather than going back to the directory, you could hit the middle arrow button here, and that will bring you to the next one. If you wanted to go back, you hit this one. If you want to go all the way at the end of the manuals, you hit this one. And if you want to go all the way back to the front, you go hit this one. You can print these, although they were designed to be an online resource. So, and they do change quite frequently, and that's why we update you quite frequently on the communication emails. But if you wanted to print them, you could hit print, and then just print them. Just do right click and then print. If you wanted to print the whole thing, you could, but again, we recommend that you use it as an online resource. This is a great tool for training. It's a great tool for developing your teams. As you already know, that you use it as part of your team meetings each week as well. But you can always copy and paste stuff and paste it into emails or do whatever you like. So that's pretty much how to use Playbook. Again, attachments are at the bottom. Not all of them will have them, but there's one that has a link to Wiki, for example. If for some reason you wanted to submit something, you can submit an SOP. You can go to SOP 1000, and that tells you a little bit about how those are created. And at the end of that SOP is the Playbook standard submission and change form. So if you run across something that's missing or you want to add something, you can use this form. All you do is fill out the form and email playbook@essex.com, and we'll go ahead and have the Playbook committee take a look at that. If you have any other questions, you can always email playbook@essex.com or speakup@essex.com, and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you, and let us know if you have any questions. Send us an email.